everybody, and welcome back to Ori and the Blind Forest. This is our 2018 Randomizer tournament, and we have another race for you right now. Coming out of the second round of Swiss in the singles tournament, we have a 1-0 match between MeldonTaragon and Jay Halcyon. On commentary, my name is Shed, and I'm joined by my good friend Trojan Dude. How are you this evening?
Hey, I'm doing fantastically, Shed, and I am really excited for this 1-0 matchup. Both these guys did really well in their first round matches, and I can't wait to see what they bring out today.
Heck yeah. These guys are both very good at the randomizer. Meldon especially. Hal maybe not quite up to top tier, not like quite Sigma level, but definitely very good. He's done solidly in weeklies for a long time and playing randomizer for quite some time. I am excited to see this race between these two runners.
Yeah, definitely. Like you said, Melon's been around for a while, and cool thing I like for me personally, seeing Hal's development. He was actually in my group in the All Skills tournament, and I just was seeing him continuing to get better and better at the all skills, just at a very nice, solid pace. And I think it's shown that he's been doing the same thing for the randomizer. So, and that's why like I'm particularly super hyped, because he's kind of rising up to the level of what other people are throwing out.
Yeah, it's definitely been exciting to watch. Meldon, of course, known for being one of the pioneers of the randomizer tournament, played a lot in his time for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And so one question I have for you, Shed, is what are we gonna get at the start, and what's gonna be our first pickup?
You know what? I'm gonna wish well on our runners here as they start the race. I'm gonna say that our first pickup is Bash.
Wow, that is quite nice. It's like one of the best movement abilities, like right there. I'm gonna go. I've been seeing a lot of this recently. I'm gonna go with the Mapstone.
A tiny little slip up from Hal there. So Meldon is going to make to the first pickup first, and it is Wind Restored. That's kind of a fun one.
Yeah, so getting Wind Restored this early means that it's very possible that we're going to get an early Glide as well.
Very possible, in fact.
Yeah, that opens up a lot more things than you would think, especially around the swamp area. So and especially if you have a combination of like a grenade and a charge flame, it's really good. Oh, but we do get Climb right there from below where you pick up Sign.
Not quite Glide, so it doesn't interact with Wind Restored in any way, but Climb is certainly nice to have early. It's wall interaction, maybe not as comfortable as wall jump, but it is wall interaction. That's always good to have early. Interesting to note is that we didn't get a Keystone, so it's unlikely that these runners will be heading straight into Glades.
Yeah, I was about to say, I totally agree with you. It's very unlikely that these next two are going to be Keystones, but if it is, that means we might get a really early Divergence, which is always really cool to see early on in singles races.
Definitely. All right, heading over to our third pickup. It's Wall Jump. All right, well, now we have both kinds of wall interaction. That... Okay.
Would you say that we have twice the wall interaction?
And there's Glide. Wow. This is a rare seed where the first 4 pickups are all like solidly useful skills. Now with Glide and Wind Restored, I definitely think we're going to see both runners head off to the right here. There's a pickup you can grab. Actually, no. We are going to see Hal check that pickup. It's an energy cell, while Meldon is opting to head straight into BRB. Maybe going to grab that later.
So 2 quick things right there just early on that are much better for Hal. So first thing is that he did get that. Okay, all right. Meldon did get a level up right there. So they're both going to skip. I was going to say that Hal got the 47 experience so he could level up. But also getting that extra energy cell for a place like Blackroot Burrows is really nice. You can place down a little bit extra safety as you go through there in case you flub up some movement.
Yeah, safety is always nice, especially in a place like BRB when you only have 3 HP. It's just as dangerous in Randomizer as it is in all skills, people.
And very interestingly, Hal went for Spirit Magnet. A lot of people in the Randomizer will go into Rekindle first so that they can reuse saves. But Spirit Magnet is useful if you're trying to really like you haven't been to a lot of places and you're trying to level up really quickly.
I'm definitely a fan of Spirit Magnet in BRB early. You can kill some slimes on the way basically to get a free point here and there to use for cutscene skips. All right, we're finding an energy cell at the bottom. Both runners opting to take the route where you Alt-R out of the bottom black route, teleport back to the start, and head back in again.
Yeah, and this makes a lot of sense because with wall jump, it's a little spooky jumping across there, but with wall jump and glide, it's a lot more trivial. So they're going to have to re-kill the slime. Okay, it's actually... Oh, it's not there for Hal. Ooh, Hal's trying to actually get up here to check this pickup.
That's pretty nice.
Oh, there's 4 energy already.
Dang, yeah, that's 4 energy in logic. Notably, this means that the runners are able to head right into Grotto immediately from the starting area, instead of the typical start of heading into Glades after BRB. It's kind of nice to see some variety in the opening section here.
Yeah, I'm really actually a huge fan of when these rare 4 energy seeds come out because it really puts a different wrinkle, especially when Grove is in there as well, because there's a couple energy doors over there, and then also in Grotto there's a couple as well. So it's be very interesting to see if they don't find any keystones, how they decide to diverge with that wall interaction as they go across into Grotto.
Absolutely. You have a lot of options once you get into Grotto, even with a limited amount of skills like they have at the start here. We got another pickup check from Halcyon. It is Stomp. That's yet another skill, and a good one at that, at the map stone next to the dash tree. Note, however, that pickup is not in logic yet. It normally requires dash to collect.
So that's very interesting. That means dash is going to be in a fairly decent area. Oh my god, it's a 5th energy cell. If that's not telling you to go somewhere else, like I don't know what is, man. Just go to Death Gauntlet, for the love of God.
Absolutely. Note that that's also Meldon's 4th, assuming he checks it. He did not check the pickup that's on the way to Death Gauntlet, although I guess he will this time for sure. Quick note, we're seeing Hal has opened the 4 energy door that he will be going through in a moment, but is coming back, Altard, to go back to this teleporter, refill his energy, so he's able to place a save before heading into the dangerous Death Gauntlet. And, of course, having more health. Always nice.
Yeah, that is very nice. So with Glide and what they have, it's not too bad. They can actually get there with just 1 damage. Oh, but the Frankie dunks onto Hal right there.
You can get there with 1 damage. It's not trivial. Oh, dear. We're seeing Meldon head back into BRB right now. This is kind of an interesting routing choice.
Okay, Hal adapted very nicely right there. Oh, but he skipped over, or unless... Okay, he was just opening that. I was going to say, he better not skip over that secret. That could be something important. Explosion power upgrade. That's nice when they get a grenade or charge flame.
We're seeing Meldon head further down into BRB here, probably planning to come do the boulder escape, grab the teleporter that's here, check a couple pickups, and then probably Alt-R back up to do Death Gauntlet himself. Maybe looking for some extra health cells for some security. Who knows?
Yeah, this is very curious because based on they've already gotten so many skills, and you know that Dash is gating Stomp. You're not very likely to get something down here now, so this is a very interesting setup, but it's probably for the map turn-in to see if he can get something that when he does go into Death Gauntlet, he can turn in map 2.
That's a good point. I did not consider the map turn-ins. That is a good strategy for Meldon. Of course, trying to get to the 2nd total mapstone turn-in as soon as possible. He has Stomp. That's also a thing. He can access Grotto immediately instead of through Death Gauntlet. He can come through here. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, and a little minor thing, he actually stomped the floor as he went over there, so that when you go through that, there's a cutscene that will go there if you haven't stomped the floor, but since he did it, He doesn't have to watch it. And he did get a health cell, as we do find finally a couple keystones.
Actually, just one. Hal has decided to press Alt-T a lot of times to show us that he's happy that he found this first keystone.
Okay. Well, I got just absolutely debated right there.
All right, I do think we've actually got a second one for him now, if I'm reading that correctly, although I might be wrong. Oh, we found Charge Flame.
Yeah, that was one of the floating pickups, I think. Partially, I think. I'm not 100% certain.
Charge Flame, of course, being a good attack, is wall breakage, plant breakage, lets you check some more pickups.
Oh, I think Hal get the little glitch right there?
The energy glitch? He might have. I'm not sure.
Oh, wow. Very nice job from Hal right there.
Hal has dropped down to check this area by the 4 energy door in Gumo's hideout. 4 pickups down here, not the worst time sink in the world. And of course, still looking for a couple things here and there to be able to progress in this seed.
Yeah, definitely.
We need a lot more keystones, that's for sure.
Oh, I mean, Hal was already just like bringing up the fact that he's gotten keystones in an area, so he's circling them. And nothing much down here behind the 4 energy door. But I do like that, you know, having gotten 5 energy cells already, that these runners are both prioritizing these areas.
Maybe just deciding to be a bit more thorough while we're still low on action at the moment. Hal has a tiny bit of a lead here. Meldon following pretty close behind on these pickup checks. I'm going to see Hal head into the right section of Gumo's hideout. Drop down here, check mapstone, maybe kill a mini-boss. Maybe not.
Okay, interesting. This is one of the probably the most fascinating things from, I would say, quote-unquote, the metagame of what the runners have been doing in the tournament so far, especially in clues, is that mini boss and grotto, sometimes it has something really good and sometimes it doesn't. I'd say it's, you know, like a fairly decent chance you find something, but I think Hal might be doing this because they've already gotten so many things.
It's a lot of time for one.
It is a lot of time
problem.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of time investment.
Charge Flame speeds it up a bit, but still quite some time. We actually saw Meldon, with his 2 keystones, decided not to head over to the double jump tree like we're seeing Hal do. Instead, Alt-R'd out of the bottom of Gumo's hideout and is heading over into Glades in the direction of the wall jump tree already.
That is actually very interesting.
He has easy access back to Gumo's hideout now with being able to get to it from BRB. It makes sense to me.
Yeah, I guess that's true. And they are in a kind of an awkward level of keystones right now, with only 3. So I do get where he's coming from with that.
He's stopped up here to check the Charge Flame tree, to see if anything interesting comes out of that. We're seeing Hal, after collecting the double jump tree, which Meldon opted to skip, is headed into Glades himself.
Unfortunately, Hal only has 1.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's a bit of a oopsie from Hal. A little bit of some flustered mouse movements right there. It like, especially when you're kind of on your own autopilot, you sometimes can forget those types of things. And he is going to go back to Grotto to try and farm some more keystones.
It's pretty rare that you're low on keystones as well. It's not often that, especially in the early game, that you find a door you can't quite open.
So now we're gonna see another map turned in from Meldon over here.
This will be his 3rd.
Yes, it will be. And let's see. There's that keystone that Hal needs. Feels bad, man.
Ooh, teleporter. That's kind of a nice one to have early.
Yeah, that's
There's, of course,
actually
normally to acquire the Grove Teleporter, there's quite a long cutscene you'd have to watch, so Meldon is now going to be able to skip that and not have to spend the time.
Oh, and there's Swamp Teleporter, although they're kind of right around there, but that actually saves a little bit of time of having to walk into the area.
Just a tad, yeah. Any time save is good time save.
And over on house screen, we're getting some nice grub.
I think we missed it as well. I believe Hal collected the Sorrow Teleporter. That's significantly more important than the Swamp Teleporter. Sorrow Teleporter. Actually, with the skills they have already, the Sorrow Teleporter gives them very quick and easy access to the Charge Jump tree. Not quite access all the way down to Valley yet, though it could be with 1 or 2 more skills.
Yeah, definitely. It'll be very interesting to see with their skill set, which one of these runners actually decides to go left side first with that Sorrow Teleporter option.
Hal, you have Stomp. You don't need to lure the Baneling. Okay, it's fine.
He's just testing out his Bashless strats, dude. I can't fault the guy for trying to get some practice in.
Right, oh, an interesting jump check from Meldon. Not too much of note yet, but it is a tree, and we need to see them all before we can finish. So important to do it now.
Yeah, very interesting move from Hal. I think he was kind of figuring that. Oh, never mind. I'm gonna just completely get rid of what my thought was, and I'm going to talk about clean water because that's way more important than whatever I was going to say. So that now opens up a lot of early game swimming areas that they already have access to, and that also gives them access specifically to the Death Gauntlet one, which a lot of people can get burned by.
Definitely. Seeing a Spirit Caverns check from Meldon. Keystone, health regen, nothing too important. Halcyon finally has enough Keystones to head into Glades and will be doing so. Actually, no, he's clean water. You can come down and check this first. Ooh, there's Bash. Never mind. Spirit Caverns is very important. That is wonderful.
Very, very wonderful. I just realized something. Is Hal still on 1 keystone?
Yeah, I must have been mistaken. I thought since he was heading over there, he had 2, but he is still sitting on 1 keystone right now. He spent 2 to go to the double jump tree and didn't have enough to get into Glades. This is kind of unfortunate. Oh, there we go. There's the second one. Got one.
Well, I guess that door pays off.
Both are runners in the same area right now. Hal, of course, is in his second visit, but
I appreciate the Bash swag from Meldon. Oh, and then takes a slime to the face.
Into a slime. Oof.
Talk about
something interesting with the. Yes. Combines nicely with the charge flame that they already have.
Sorry, continue.
But I want to note that Meldon technically has enough skills at this point that he could go ahead and start rushing trees. I'd be interested to see when he decides to actually do that.
Yeah, that is very curious. I wonder if before that anybody would actually just go the normal like valley entry area since they have gotten access to the Grove Teleporter. And I feel like that's something that is very easy in this situation to skip over, but has a decent density of pickups at this juncture.
Valley entry always has something, man. Even when it doesn't, it always does. We're still not seeing Meldon head down to the double jump tree. Some interesting routing choices from him here. I'm interested to see where he's going to head next. Maybe he just wanted to refill. That's definitely possible.
Definitely.
I want to mention, we missed mentioning it before when Meldon got his 3rd skill tree, but now that Hal has collected it, we got our first clue, this being the clues mode, and our clue is that the Gummon seal is in the Ginso tree. Wonderful. Thank you, game, for telling us this thing that we will almost certainly never need.
Now the question is, would they place the Gumon seal in a nice accessible start, like the plant, or would they put it, in like Ginso Escape?
Nah, it's in the escape. It's
Okay.
always in the escape.
That's fair. I think we are getting some new information right now on Meldon's side. I don't believe Hal came over here when he came into Swamp. No. So
this is a little neat. Meldon doing this puzzle faster than you're intended with Bash. And get some XP for his troubles. I believe he is now going to head over towards the Stomp Tree. Still checking a lot of pickups on the way. He's headed in the direction of a tree and more progression towards clues, but still maybe looking for some more stuff.
The question is he going to actually do Swamp Entry? That would be interesting thing if
he has to right now, doesn't he? If he wants to go to Stomp.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it looks like he is going to do that. Okay.
It is a fairly difficult trick, out of logic, but does give you access to the Stomp Tree with just Bash, or to Outer Swamp, I believe is what a lot of people call this area. And a map, which he has a map stone to put in, so that's always good. It's the Sunstone, was map 4. Wonderful.
Alrighty. So that'll be interesting. Hal should be able to get that, although it'll be interesting to see where else they'll get map stones at.
Hal is missing the map stone that Meldon has to be able to check it. It is, of course, the next map that Hal will be able to check, but he does not presently have the rock to put in the bigger rock to actually get.
Actually, Meldon just found it at Swamp Entry as well.
Oh, okay.
So he has to go over there to get said map stone.
Okay. Of course, that is a little bit of ease off of Meldon's mind now. Sunstone is one of the few essential pickups to being able to beat the game, and now that he already has it, he won't have to go searching for it later. He still needs to collect all the trees and find the water vein. But in the meantime, that's one checkbox.
Yeah, and we always have that fun guessing game of, is the water vein clue going to be at tree 6?
You never know. As it could, of course, give him a clue for the Sunstone, which he already has. Ooh, Halcyon is getting close to Bash now.
Yeah, he's going to pick it up right about now. So where... All right, Meldon, what is your play now after the Stomp Tree? He's going back to BRB.
Ooh.
He's going to go to the double jump tree, it looks like.
He's teased it 3 times now. Now he's actually doing it. Oops. Well, okay, he's going to go check that.
Now, the question is Meldon going to go to the mini-boss now that he has Bash?
He might. It's possible. It's still quite a time sink. Looks like he is going to do so. Opting to continue to be very thorough. Maybe not feeling quite as comfortable with finishing the game with this set of skills as he might like. Still searching for something else to help him out. Ooh, we're seeing a valley entry check from Hal here. That's always good. This area, like I said, seems to always have something in it. We'll see if it does this time.
Oh, interesting little thing that Hal did there. He dropped a save in case he accidentally killed the something. Oh my god! There is Dash!
It did!
Okay.
Valley entry is always worth it.
Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, so we now understand what the logic was telling us to do. It wanted us to go get Bash in Spirit Caverns, to go to Valley Entry, to get that plant, to go back for Stomp.
You know what? Meldon skipped Valley Entry because he didn't open the Keystone door in Glades. He already had the Grove teleporter, figured he didn't need to go get it, so he didn't even open that door. So he hasn't checked Valley Entry yet. That is That is interesting. We're seeing Hal head into Sorrow already. He is the first one of our runners to head to left side.
And the plot thickens.
Oh boy, we have a race on our hands here.
Oh, nice strats from Hal right there. Ooh, I don't know if is he gonna be able to get up there?
He might have to go back for another spider shot. Yeah, he doesn't think he can get up there. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's really difficult, honestly, without charge jump. So he is gonna go back to Grotto. And oh, I think I may know what he's doing. Is he gonna do Drainful entry? Oh, nope, never mind.
Never mind. Decided not that. Meldon has headed to the Grove teleporter. He's heading left. He very well could find Dash himself now. I think Hal's headed to the grenade tree. That's fun.
Yeah, he's gonna check the dash plants over here, and then oh nope, he's not gonna do the dash plants. All right, he's just completely switching it up on us right now.
Maybe feeling a little indecisive himself. Meldon? Okay. Just wanted to make a save there, just in case. Oh, no! I know what happened to Meldon. He had the Grove TP and hasn't watched the cutscene, so sign was broken. He had to save and reload. That's a little glitch with the randomizer there for you, but Meldon knew the fix and collected his dash.
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often.
But often enough that, and Meldon has experienced enough that he knew how to fix his problem. And he's leveled up Charge Dash immediately, and here we go with the rocket jumps. Halcyon's collected his Sunstone, so he now knows that he is safe with the Shiny Rock already. Still one more to go.
Oh, Meldon got dunked by the fish. He was going, but he did find extra double jump, though. But I do actually like this play from Hal right now. This is a very accessible tree, getting that new dash skill. And that's going to bring him up to 5, but that's 6 unique trees that we've been to.
Getting closer and closer to the next clue. See if Meldon opts for the fast Stompless. It is more difficult, but since he has Stomp, he could opt to just head up and do the casual thing. Yeah. Oh, he is going to Stompless. Okay. I was going to comment on how the shot looked. Okay, good. He still made it. Commentators are always wrong.
How was really thinking about going back to Sorrow. He stood hovering on it for about a good 10 seconds. He's like, I'm gonna get you, Sorrow.
I mean, heading down from the Sorrow teleporter is just so convenient. Unless you have this specific set of skills and can't make that one jump.
So we got Valley TP at Feather. I feel like that's appropriate.
Oh, we also got our next clue. We did in fact get the Water Vein clue. It's in Blackroot Burrows. That means
no.
A few things, most notably to those that don't know. About half the pickups in Blackroot Burrows are gated by Grenade, which is a skill that can be almost anywhere in the world. Yeah, this could be a long one, but The runners do have the option. There is a guaranteed grenade at the end of the Forlorn escape, which no one ever wants to do. We'll have to see if the runners opt for it. There are still a couple of pickups that aren't locked by grenade, of course, that they could choose to check to look for the water vein.
So if you were a betting man, where would you put the water vein, or where would you put grenade? Excuse me.
Where would I put grenade? You know, they have the Sunstone.
Oh God. Give these guys some sense of hope, man. Come on. We're only like 28 minutes into the
They had such a good start. Like, the Seeds gotta screw them over somehow, right?
They're already doing it by putting the water vein in Black Room, but they don't have the name.
We're seeing Meldon do the key duplication glitch just to make sure he has enough keystones to finish the seed. This is a very fast place to do it. The second fastest in the game. The first being in Forlorn, but why would you ever go there? Hal is making his way up into Sorrow himself.
These guys have so much energy to work with. Like, including the fact they have explosion, like, upgrade. So they don't have to ever worry about that.
And C-Dash. Dude, with this many energy cells and C-Dash, it's such a fun time.
Oh no, Hal. You need to go key dupe.
Yeah. Hal's had some trouble remembering his keystone count at the moment. Like I said, it's not a common... I mean, it's common maybe at this point in the seed to be out of keystones, but not this starved.
Yeah, this has been very weird because they've been given so many energy cells and also a decent amount of health cells and ability cells. Like, yeah, I just haven't had a lot. Like, even Meldon was at 1. He had to, like, actually do it, like, 4 times.
Seeing Meldon head into... Actually, never mind. They have all the clues. This makes sense for Meldon to head into the climb tree while he's on the... Head to the climb tree, not into the climb tree. While he's on the left side already. Normally, you'll see the more experienced runners tend to put Misty and Ginso off as long as they possibly can. Check everything else first. Just in case that they find a clue that one of the Water Vein or Sunstone is in one of those areas, because they are both very linear and long to check. But Meldon already has both his clues, so he just needs the trees. He's going to come collect the climb tree for himself now. Still checking things along the way, just in case we find grenade.
Or, you know, double jump or charge jump would be nice, too.
You don't need that. But we very well might actually need grenade, is the thing.
Who needs verticality when you've got the ultimate horizontality?
You got charge dash, that's verticality. It's good enough for me. Actually, no, I have a race to do tomorrow. Maybe I shouldn't have said that.
You just jinxed yourself, man.
Oh, no. Over. Both our runners are in Misty now. Meldon is very nearly at the climb tree. Hal is just starting out. But so far, there's a whole lot of nothing.
Oh, no, Meldon's got to actually... Okay, there you go. He got it.
It's going to take this frog for a little travel trip. Have him break the ceiling for him over here.
Just do it casually.
Nah, that's so long. Got to do speed strats, man.
All right. Well, Hal is not too far behind Meldon right now. The only real advantage that Meldon has over Hal currently is that Meldon has already been to the stomp tree, which Hal hasn't done. But Hal has clean water.
Yes. Hal, of course, has been to the grenade tree, which Meldon hasn't.
God,
oh, dear. That's pretty rough. Not the farthest away save in the world, so not a huge amount of time left. I want to point out here that Meldon has not been to the grenade tree yet, which is very beneficial for him since we know that the water vein is in Blackroot, which is the area that the grenade tree is in. He can sort of do this all in one. He won't be redoing areas like Hal will be when he comes back. But he is actually opting to check all of the pickups in Blackroot that don't require grenade. Okay, we didn't need grenade the whole time. It's right there. Right. One of the few non-grenade locked pickups left. There it is.
And Hal skipped that.
Did he? Oh yeah. No! Right,
he did skip.
Hal needs to go back to the grenade room.
Well, he knows it's in Blackroot, so he should remember that he skipped that. Like
he should. I guarantee he's gonna go to Stomp first.
Probably.
That's just pretty rough that he has already been to this tree and didn't check that pickup on the way. He could have been rushing quite a bit faster than he is now.
Oh, he's going back. Okay.
He's going back right now. Okay, interesting. Ooh. You know what I just realized? Without double jump, grenade, or charge jump, the second room of the Ginso tree is quite the experience. Oh boy.
It's generally not a thing.
It's basically like, for a long time, we just said you can't do it. But there is a method, and I believe Meldon is comfortable with it. So we'll have to see.
I don't even remember it, and it's probably dumb.
I'll talk about it when we get to it. Right now, we're seeing Hal has headed further down into Blackroot than we know where the water vein is. He's checking the other pickups that aren't grenade locked before he maybe goes back to the pickup he forgot in the grenade room.
I just hope he didn't forget.
I hope he did. Yeah, I hope he hasn't like checked it off his mental list already or something and never goes back. That is always unfortunate to see in a race like this.
Oh no.
Oh no, he alt-R'd.
Oh, he's panicked.
Oh, maybe he realized.
I think he realized. Okay, just go back up.
Jump back up. It's fine. Or just climb. All right, he's going back. Meanwhile, Meldon is approaching the second room of Ginso. Watch this strat. What Meldon is going to attempt to do is a series of ramps on the uneven terrain of these rooms with a C-dash to try and get that little bit of extra height he needs to hit these platforms. Without exactly the 3 skills he's missing, this is what you need to do, and it is not easy. Ooh, okay. Maybe Meldon deciding not to try this strat today. Maybe out of practice. Going back to search for the skills that he's missing.
All right, so now it is the race for a vertical ability.
Something. Honestly, props to Meldon for even trying that strat. It is... I personally would never even go for it at the moment. I've never practiced it. It is very difficult. There's a choice few runners, even in the tournament, that I know are capable of doing that.
So I wonder... Oh, God. Hal is opening up the door.
Hal's going in now. I know he knows about the strat. Okay, no, he's not. He's just opening the door on his way to the swamp tree. That's fine.
All right. Yeah, that's actually really smart routing right there from Hal. He's just going to check all of these things on the way over.
Because he knows he needs another skill. Or wants another skill at the very least.
So what have we not seen yet? Horu Fields, where Meldon is, although he's not opting to go over there.
He's not checking all of it, yeah. Left Sorrow is an option. Way down to Forlorn, although there's not very many pickups there.
We haven't seen this area, surprisingly enough, in the spider area in Grove.
You know, I feel like we haven't seen much of this area at all in the tournament. But it is kind of funny that the runners are missing exactly the 3 skills that would allow them to do the second room of Ginso without the stupid dash ramp things that Meldon was attempting. Ooh, tried to go for a fancy rocket jump there. There it is, he got it.
Oh, and Howl's going. Wow, Howl's going for a very aggressive setup on Swamp Entry right there. Oh, nice!
So close.
Save! Oh no!
Frogs, man. How do they work? Please.
Okay, all right. How got it up there? Okay, that looks good. Please no face shot, and he got it. Very nice shot from Hal.
All right, I'm interested to see where Meldon is thinking he needs to check next. Looks like he's just sort of going to a couple of quick one-offs.
All right, he's going to get this keystone that Hal got earlier, but no, he still hasn't gotten clean water. He still did not check that pickup that's left of the Ginso entry.
He was really close to it, but kind of thought he was in go mode, and opted not to check it. So he does not have clean water. That is really important. If there is a skill in the water in Swamp, that could be huge for Hal here. And yeah. Meldon has gone to Forlorn, everybody.
Oh, he's not even key. Oh my goodness. He's going straight to the back part. Also, I want to note...
I think I know what Meldon just did. I want to see if I'm correct. Maybe? I think he save glitched the cutscene to teleport to the start of Forlorn. Or at least tried to. Maybe? What? He's... Okay, I don't know quite what Meldon was thinking there. But he was taking a spider shot on a journey.
Oh, he realized that he forgot the orb. So
yes.
Yeah. So that's why he's going
Very
over there.
Oh, you know what Meldon's doing? He's headed straight for the Forlord escape. He's going to where he knows there's a skill that will let him finish the game. At the end of Forlord escape, there is a guaranteed grenade. He's not using it to get a grenade-locked pickup. He's going to get it as the mobility he needs to do the Ginso tree. That is genius.
That is very, very smart.
Meanwhile, Hal on the left side of your screen is trying these C-dash ramps that we saw Meldon give up on earlier. If Hal manages to get this, we could have a very good race on our hands.
I wonder how many more attempts he'll give before he decides to just check stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's
okay.
Nicely done. You gotta do another one here, though. Ooh. Can you save on that platform? I actually don't know. I've never attempted this.
I don't believe you can. I believe it's considered unsafe ground.
That's pretty rough. All right, here we go with the Forlorn escape on Meldon's screen on the right. You do not see this very often. In fact, you used to never see it at all. But we are about to watch it happen. Of course, it's easy. He is Glide.
All right. Hal is continuing to go for this. Okay, he got the first one again.
Which do you think is going to happen first, Trojan? Do you think that Hal is going to get this ramp trick first, or do you think Meldon is going to come back to this area with grenade first?
Probably grenade, honestly.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to agree with you. Hal is getting this first one pretty consistently now, but that's not the hard bit. The second jump is the hard one. He's so close, but without a lot of practice, this strat can be very difficult.
Oh, man.
Can I also just comment that I... Oh, Hal got it! No, the Geaver! No! He got it!
Oh gosh, the
baited.
gamer.
That's so brutal. Oh my goodness, he had it!
Oh my god. Okay, I have faith in Hal right now.
He's gotten it once, he's got to do it again. Meldon has grenade now, is hot on his heels.
Hal's got probably about another, I'd say, 10 to 15 attempts at this until Meldon will take him over.
If that. And of course, with Bash Grenade, ascent up the Ginso tree, not just the second room, is very fast. Hal's got to get it like this or the next attempt, I think, if he wanted to keep the lead he has. Oh, there it is! There it is! There it is! He's up! Hal's up! We have a race!
Oh my good god. You just got to take this really, really safe.
He's there. Come on. Come on, dude. I believe. I believe. He's there.
Safe.
He's up
oh
there
my
before
god.
Meldon is. Holy crap, dude.
We officially have a race, boys and girls. This is gonna be nuts.
Both runners rushing as fast as they can with the skills they have to get up to the Bash tree, halfway up the Ginso tree here. And that is the last thing that both of them need to do to finish the whole seed. Oh, dear, both of them having some troubles with the puzzle room. Hal gets it first.
Hal got it first.
Meldon very close behind.
Dude, if Hal ends up winning this, that's going to be one of the sickest plays of the whole tournament right there.
I'm losing my mind here, dude.
Okay, Meldon had a slightly better mini boss.
Oh my god, Meldon took the lead off that. I'm just glad they both have enough keystones, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh, and I like what both of them are doing. They're checking this room. Oh, hi, Gumon Seal.
Hello. Glad we needed that.
Oh my goodness. As Hal is indeed circling the 10 trees, and he has no idea how close he is.
Yeah, neither of these runners is allowed to watch the other. They have no clue how close they were. But Meldon is pulling ahead with Hal stopping to check a couple pickups here and there that may have taken a bit longer than he needs. Both runners teleporting to the swamp teleporter on their way to Horu, the final dungeon.
I was just checking the timers of the end of the teleport. 6-second difference right now that Meldon has a lead. This actually just could come down to door warp attempts and also
very well
execution as the final escape.
That was a neat little strat from Meldon there. Sort of a double bash grenade with only one grenade using the elemental shot. That was kind of neat.
And that grenade pickup is actually giving him a little bit extra time that he just gained right there because he could get some height.
All right. Door warps. One frame trick. Save, reload, press up on the frame the game loads. I believe both of them are going to get it first try. Come on. There's Meldon.
Okay, Meldon.
Hal's attempt. Come on, Hal, make this good. Ooh, not so much. All right, second try. Oh, this is rough for Hal.
He's doing it a little bit too late. That's what's causing him to continue to go through.
He might be mashing, to be honest, which is not guaranteed. Meldon has started his final escape now. Hal still struggling to get in through the door warp. Quick death from Meldon.
Oh, Hal's gonna do the save drop.
Ooh, okay. Maybe having too much trouble deciding to just go for what he know will work. He's got to kill this mini-boss now, though. Meldon is halfway done with the escape now. Hal needs Meldon to make an escape in the final escape to have a chance at this point. But I think Meldon has the skills to be able to do this just fine. He's got plenty of health.
As long as he doesn't spawn Kuro and botch that, he's pretty sure he's good. Oh, he's gonna do
fish strats kill some runners' attempts here. Let's see if it is nice to Meldon. There we go. Meldon is done.
All right, and that's gonna be G. Wow, dude, what an incredible end to that race.
That was so insane.
Dude, my heart was going crazy when Hal got that strat, dude. That was just nuts.
I can count the number of times I've seen that strat done successfully on stream on one hand. It's so hard and so uncommon. Absolutely. Mad props to Hal for even attempting it and nonetheless getting it and finishing quite close behind his opponent Meldon now.
I mean, and you know, as much props as we're giving Hal, also props to Meldon for like
absolutely
actually having the knowledge. Oh God, Hal! Wait, did he just go into the final cutscene?
I don't know. Huh.
That was weird. It's like he lost control right there. That was...
All right, Meldon has officially finished after holding right through the last bit of the game. The final time of 49:24. All right, apparently Hal experienced a very rare soft lock that if you lose control in the final escape but aren't actually on top of the cliff, Ori will walk right forever and you won't finish the game. So he's got to do the final escape again.
I can't say I've ever seen that one.
I've heard of it. What a race.
Yeah, dude.
We've had a lot of exciting races this tournament so far, but I think even if it's not finishing as close as we might have seen already, this is definitely taking the spot of most exciting for me.
Oh man, unfortunately he couldn't get the fish strats set up with the double bashing in the right spot. Take energy, Hal. You got this, bud. This is way more difficult than it seems when you don't have any sort of vertical movement.
Oh, right. Hal doesn't have grenade. Right. He does have bash, so he's going to be able to navigate these rooms fairly easily. It's just this last room that gave him trouble. He's got clean water. That hit is fine.
Okay, I think he's going to do this wind strat. If you actually get to the edge right here, you can actually just go around.
Oh, more damage. How you have wall jump, you're fine. Oh no. Oh no.
That's actually one thing I've noticed from Hal. I wonder if he's just more comfortable with climb, because I've noticed he's opted for climb a lot more times than wall jump.
I mean, for his credit, it is technically faster to climb on most walls, so I guess it's good to be more comfortable with that, but maybe hurt him a little bit there when he was trying to climb on that wall. All right, another fish strats attempt. Come on, dude. Oh, that's Kuro. Oh, no. And, oh. Hal, of course, knows that Meldon has finished. Knows that he has unfortunately lost his race. He's not out of the tournament yet. Still have a few weeks of Swiss to go. But this being a 1-0 match, Hal will fall to 1-1, while Meldon advances to 2-0.
I think if this race has proved anything, is that Hal is a force to be reckoned with.
Absolutely.
No matter who he goes against. Like, now we know that he knows a plethora of strats.
He's taking the fish all the way for fish strats. Kuro's there. All right, he's finally made it into the final cutscene. Couple of mouth shakes because that was pretty close finish at the end there.
Nice, graceful charge dash dismount.
He almost did the weird soft lock again, actually. Oh man. GG to both runners. Hal just has to hold right through a little bit of a cutscene here. He will be finishing up very soon. Once he is done, we're going to have a talk with the winner of this race, Meldon. I would like to preface this by saying that Meldon has asked us to not spoil any bits of the race for him, just maybe ask him about his routing choices and such. So we're going to go ahead and do that.
Yep.
Once Hal finishes up.
Oh man, I don't even know where to start with questions, man. There's
man,
great junctures in this race. It's really hard to even target one point where this race was kind of like seesawed back and forth with advantages.
All right, there we go. Halcyon has finished with a time of 54:26. Not enough to beat his opponent, Meldon. But speaking of Meldon, we are joined by the winner himself. Hello, sir.
Hello there.
Congratulations on your win and advancing to 2-0 in the bracket stage.
Thank you. It feels good to make the 2-0. Now I can gracefully glide into the 2-3 and not make the bracket.
There are certainly some scary opponents in 2-0. But I do want to ask you a few questions about your routing in this seed in particular. The start was quite loaded, for sure. Did you what were you sort of thinking as you, in the early to mid game as you what pickups were you thinking? Maybe I should continue being thorough here. When did you decide to maybe start rushing?
About when I found Bash, I felt like I should probably be rushing. I still was searching for, hoping to find charge jumper dash. So it was the final dash find that was just, all right, we're going. I still check a couple of areas that are just along the way, so I don't have to revisit them if the clue ends up being there. But other than that, it was just go get trees. And then obviously that changed at the very end.
Yeah, that we definitely sort of saw your thought process there at the end. It was quite visible.
I also wanted to ask you, like, how quickly did you want to go left side? Because again, with all these skills, what was kind of your thought process in the mid game with everything that you had found?
I don't generally feel a really strong urge to go left side if I still have trees on the right. I think for the most part, knocking those off is worthwhile. And then kind of once you've finished all of those off, then I'll go right or left side immediately, assuming I have some way of doing so.
Makes sense to me. All right, we mentioned that you're heading into 2-0. How are you feeling heading into that field, knowing some of the opponents you might be facing? Who are you maybe scared to see?
Definitely scared to face Muffin or Sigma or pretty much anyone. I think I need to get a very lucky draw to have a close matchup, and even then I don't think I have a great chance of winning, kind of at best 50-50.
You do, of course, only have to win one more round to get into the bracket, and you got 3 weeks to do it, so best of luck to you.
Thank you.
All right, we are also joined by Hal, GG, dude.
Is he there?
Are you
Push
muted?
talk.
Sorry, had my mic muted.
There we go.
Hey.
Found him.
Thanks for the GGs. That was
Absolutely.
one heck of a scene.
Yeah. So I'll sort of ask the same. It's a similar question to Meldon. That was quite the loaded start. What were you sort of thinking as you progressed? Like, you seem to have some trouble with keystones. That's for sure.
Yeah, like you noted there, my first thought as I started to progress was, where the heck are the keystones? Which is kind of why I did a second dupe there in Sorrow, even though I had enough to get through that door, because I didn't want to. I was like, okay, I've got to get through one more 4-door in Ginso, and 2 in Swamp, and I don't want to have to key dupe again. But similar to Meldon, I think about the time I hit, about when I got Dash, I said, I think I have all of the tools I need. And I was sorely mistaken when I was heading for Ginso and realized I had no verticality whatsoever.
Literally 0.
Yeah.
But, speaking of Ginso, go ahead, Trojan.
Yeah. So the question, like, or just at what is on everyone's minds right now, is just the sick strats you did to use dash gliding and just jumping to get through that second room, which Shed was mentioning. He's only seen it like a handful of people ever do that on stream successfully. And based on what you said in the race chat, you had never actually practiced that before?
No, I had. I've mentioned before, he's mentioned before, Dr. Tuin and I are rooming together right now, and he saw that trick done on, I think, one of Hydra's streams, and said, I have to go learn that. And so he was messing around with it, and I, looked at the video and saw where the spots were to get the ramps in, and was like, I don't think I'll ever need to use that. And yeah, I needed to use that, so kind of had to learn it on the fly.
It's definitely impressive that you managed to do that. Very difficult strat. And of course, it's definitely maybe a lot faster than scouring the world for verticality.
Yeah, I found out later that apparently Meldon went to Forlorn and got the grenade from the end of the escape, and I hadn't even considered that as an option because I saw that the Gumon seal was in Ginso tree. I didn't even think that I had the Forlorn teleporter and could have just gone around that. It was just I had Forlorn completely out of my mind because I didn't have the Gumon seal yet.
Ah, okay, that makes sense then.
I think in the future I would make the same decision again, especially having now practiced that a little bit. But having grenade would have definitely been nice for that final escape.
Definitely. All right, so unfortunately, you will be taking a loss here, dropping to 1-1, but you still have plenty of time, 3 weeks, in fact, to get 2 more wins and head into bracket. Are you thinking you're going to be able to do that?
We'll see who I get matched up against. I don't want to sit here and go, I don't want to pull a Wilson from the randomized stream when Meldon went around 100%ing the world and say, who's my victim in 1-1, because I know that there are some very, very dangerous people in 1-1. And I don't want to get matched up against them if I can help it, but obviously I can't.
Well, I was mentioning near the end, man, with what you were pulling out in that race, you're definitely a force to be reckoned with. You can you've shown you can do some really, really ridiculous strats in really ridiculous situations. So tons of kudos for that, man.
Definitely impressive.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, that is going to do it for us tonight with the Ori tournament. We have a total of 4 matches for you tomorrow. Got one at 2. The first one, of course, being a match between Grease and Lack at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We've got 2 matches at 4 and another one late at night at 9 o'clock. So tune in for those for sure.
Yep, definitely. They're all singles matches, I believe. I'm not 100% sure, but
Yes.
either way, yeah, it's going to be an awesome night of that. I cannot wait.
I cannot either. So until then, see you all later.
Have a good night, guys.